welcome back to another 4th and 1 video where we always go for it. Yes, I changed my name. Anyways, we're doing a video today on top 10 2018 draft offensive linemen. Let's get right into the video. At number 1, we got Mike McGlinchey at Notre Dame. So I'm going to use Pro Football Focus to give you like a gauge on what their grade is. Some of them I don't agree with, but most of them I do, so I just put it up. So he has a 90.6 Pro Football Focus grade out of 100. So McGlinchey, as I think, is as clean as any tackle prospect in this class, but there are a handful of things on his tape that still are concerning. He has a lot more decisive losses than you'd like from a tackle. You're taking at the top of the draft, and his traits aren't necessarily elite. Like, he's not elite, but that you want from your number 1 tackle in the draft. And he's still guessed to be a high pick. Like, we don't know whether he'll be the number 1 tackle, but I have him here. This tackle class is not the best. That's just the reality. Now at number 2, sorry, did I mention these are tackles? We're doing top 5 tackles and top 5 inside, like guards and centers. So at number 2, we got Connor Williams out of Texas with an 85.7 Pro Football Focus grade. Williams has multiple seasons of good play. He was one of the top college football tackles last year, not this year. He had a horrible season this year. If he would have been able to come out last year, then he'd be a top 5 tackle. But this year he was very disappointing, and it seems like he didn't get much better. He actually did worse. Williams has still a high level of traits that you could make him into a top 5 tackle, but we'll see. My player comparison is Jake Matthews. Now with the 3rd tackle, it's Colton Miller at a UCLA with an 87.2 grade. Miller looks the part of an NFL tackle, but his strength and athleticism don't get evaluators particularly excited. He just doesn't have good athleticism, very slow. He took a big step forward this season, though, and was one of the most effective pass protectors in college football. He'll need to add a good deal of strength to be a plus protector at the NFL level for evaluators to like him. My player comparison is Jared Valdir. Now the number 4 tackle, Orlando Brown out of Oklahoma with an 88 grade. Brown's highest levels make you think he's a future All-Pro, but his lowest ones give you pause because his lows are horrible and his highs are very good. Him matching up with NFL caliber athletes is not very good because he's well, how do I say this nice? He has a lot of weight, let's just say that. And he's very slow, and he relies too much on power. So if you're going to have him, you can't have him in the zone scheme. He relies too much on his power than technical stuff. He had one of the worst combines in history. I think the worst combine for an offensive lineman. So there's a lot of concern there. His player comparison is Menelik Watson. Now the number 5 tackle for this year is Tyrod Crosby out of Oregon, the Big O, go Oregon, with an 87.3 grade. Crosby doesn't have the nicest play style. It's kind of weird how he plays. Doesn't play like the usual tackle, but he got the job done as a high level at Oregon as the left tackle. It's encouraging that he showed well pass protection on one-on-ones. He had a great Senior Bowl. And he's very quick, and he could see some teams value him as guard too, so I could see him play guard as well. He protected Justin Herbert at Oregon. By the way, he's gonna be the top quarterback in next year's draft from Oregon. Go Oregon, watch. Just saying, 28 touchdowns, 5 picks this year. Anyways, his comparison is Eric Fisher. Now with the inside lineman, guard, Quentin Nelson with a 95.1 grade, one of the highest grades on Pro Football Focus, and one of my best players in the top 100 of this year's draft. He's very good. He's the most dominant offensive line I've seen in the last 10 years. He can legitimately play tackle at the next level. Also, he can play guard. He can play wherever you want, except center. The only reason he didn't play tackle is because Rodney Stanley and Mike McGlinchey, the two players coming out this year and 2 years ago, were there. Quentin Nelson, I compare him to Larry Allen, Hall of Famer. So, yeah. Next, inside lineman, we got center Frank Ragnall out of Arkansas with a 93.7 grade. He checks all the boxes you want from a center. Other than his health, he got hurt this year, senior year. He's a 3-year starter with dominant tape from 2015, 2016, and 2017. 2015, he played guard and center. And he played against top defensive linemen at the ACC level, so that's awesome, great to see. I compare him to Pro Bowler Alex Mack, great center. Now, the number 3 player, guard Will Hernandez, at a UTEP with a 90.3 grade. Hernandez is such a fun prospect to evaluate because he has strength and weaknesses, they're kind of the same. He doesn't have a lot. He's a certified people mover. He just bullies people, pancakes. He's a power defender. He's a huge weapon in double teams. UTEP used him a lot in double teams. He's most effective on double teams and on the power scheme. So whoever drafts him needs to have a power scheme. And he's just a great guy, great player, and a great person. Mexican. I compare him to Richie Incognito, not a great person. Racist, actually. But anyways, yeah. Now we got Isaiah Wynn out of Georgia, 88 grade. Wynn is one of the most talented offensive line prospects in this draft. He'll have to make the transition from tackle to guard most likely. He could also play center, but the track record his player is that he'll probably play guard. He's an incredible clean prospect otherwise and should be taken highly. Not much to say, he's just good. I don't know if he'll be great, elite, but he'll be solid. Ronald Leary, I compare him to. At number 5, the last person, center Billy Price out of Ohio State with an 83.2 grade. Price is a rare 4-year starter, played all 4 years, started 16 now, I think. He's far from a perfect prospect, though as he's had a lot of inconsistency. He had a lot. Still, the past season, you'd hope he'd be very good, and he just was good. He had some ugly blocks this year, but last year and the year before, so 2015 and 16, 17 and 16, he had great years. Just this year was kind of alright. If he gets back to what he was those years, then he'll be a great player. I compare him to Mike Pouncey. And that's the video. That's Sports Fanatic video. Signing out. Hope you liked the video. Like the video. Subscribe. And share to everyone you know. Thank you, everybody.